So, you like my shirt? I wanted to get the one that said, I think, therefore I spam, but it's too expensive. I couldn't find it. So instead I have the I love spam shirt, kind of like the I love New York shirt, right? And the reason I'm wearing this shirt is I have a big announcement. That's right. We're going to have a special collaboration in September, which is Emergency Preparedness Month. Now I'm in another collaboration for the month too that has to do with emergency preparedness. But this is more of a fun collab because my channel and Rogue Preparedness, that's right, Morgan and Jeni Gough are all going to feature recipes making the prepper favorite meat. That's right, Spam. Now my recipes will appear on Monday, Morgan's will appear on Wednesday, and Jenny's will appear on Friday. But this is a fun collab, and we're going to dish up some great and maybe unexpected Spam dishes. Now Spam has a really neat history. Let me go into some of it. But first I'm going to get off this footstool because that's the only way I can be high enough so you could see my shirt. Now Spam was only 6 ingredients on its cans. Pork with ham meat added is considered, one ingredient because they're both pork. And salt, which we know there's a lot of, water, potato starch, and sugar, and sodium nitrate. And we do call it kind of that mystery meat. But we know, right? It's made out of pork and ham. But hot dogs are mystery meat too, really. And who doesn't enjoy a great hot dog on the grill? I know I do. And I also occasionally enjoy Spam. Now, this is not something I'd make every week for my family, a Spam dish, but every once in a while we kind of crave it. We might have some with eggs for breakfast or for some of the dishes that I'm going to feature. So I was talking about maybe not the healthiest thing, but it does pack a lot of calories. One serving, 180 calories, and there are 6 servings in this little can, and it will give you, just in case you're worried about your salt intake, 33% of your daily salt intake. Yes, one serving, that 180 calories gives you, not the whole can. One serving gives you 33% of the sodium you need in your daily diet. Now, there is a low sodium and a light Spam, so that's something to check out too. But I can't help wondering if the low sodium will last as long on the shelves as this does, because this is really amazing for its shelf life. I think the company says 4 or 5 years, but believe me, it lasts much, much longer. So do you know when Spam hit the market? It was in 1937 from, I think most of us know, the Hormel Corporation. Now, there's a lot of talk on what does Spam stand for? Is it synthetic ham? Is it shoulder of pork and ham, which kind of makes sense. Sometimes I hear it means spiced ham. Now those at the Spam Museum, and that's right, there is a Spam Museum, say that it means specially produced American meat. And during the war, soldiers would often call it special army meat or something even worse. And skeptics sometimes refer to it as scientifically processed animal matter or something posing as meat. But you know what? There's a lot of Spam lovers out there. It's actually cooked in the can on an assembly line. And worldwide, 44,000 cans are produced every hour. I mean, wow. Now, Spam grew in popularity during Depression and war years because it was an inexpensive meat. And of course, it's very shelf stable, right? You don't need refrigeration. Now, I saw some vintage recipes featured, such as the 1940s Spam and macaroni loaf or the 1950s Spam summer platter. I think I'm going to miss those. They are not going to be on some of the recipes that I am featuring. Slammin' Spammy. He was the World War II Hormel mascot, so to speak, and they shipped 100 million cans during World War II to GIs and abroad. 100 million Spam cans. And my understanding is because of that and our troops being in Hawaii, that Hawaiians fell in love with Spam. And if you've ever been to Hawaii, I have, they'll have, what's called a luncheon plate, and it features Spam. But they have Spam on a lot of dishes. The annual Spam Jam takes place in Waikiki every year, except last year because of the pandemic, and it draws crowds of about 20,000. Now, believe it or not, Hawaiians, and I mean Hawaii, it's not that big, there aren't that many people there, they consume 7 million cans of Spam every year. That's right, 7 million. Now Guam, which again, not very big, they're big Spam eaters too. Each person in Guam, on average, consumes 16 cans of Spam per year. And in Asian countries like Hong Kong, they even make Spam with instant noodles. It's really appreciated a lot in dishes abroad. Now, Spam, the headquarters is in Austin, not Texas, in Austin, Minnesota. And there's actually a Spam museum. Now, sometimes when people hear the word Spam, they think of junk email, right? That stuff that comes in that says if only you send them a little bit of money, they'll share with you a big fortune, blah, 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 blah. The junk email. It's called Spam. But why is it called Spam? Well, that's primarily because of a Monty Python routine. They did a sketch where Spam is repeated over and over again. And if you're a big Monty Python fan, you know the sketch I mean. Personally, I can take or leave Monty Python. But I will take Spam in this format. So I'm just kind of excited. I want to share it with you. I hope in September you watch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday recipe video, and you will enjoy making some of these Spam recipes, or at least enjoy watching us make them. So, happy Spamtember.